so I threw it to you. Please excuse me, right now, well, in a nutshell.
Oh yes, but it's a bot on the Oklahoma exchange. Unfortunately, we can't
Absolutely.
provide support.
Absolutely. I just mean that you understood the principle itself, because I explained it to you incorrectly, brought it to you, and whether it is possible to implement this principle with the help of your service. This is my message, my question to you. Follow the link and count for 3 seconds.
In this case, so is the percentage specified for each crypto asset. No, it turns out that this cannot be done through our platform yet. But you are not the same as I said before. Yes, you can just use a coin, and in this case, you will always just have a front from one asset to another.
That is, it's something. Yes, this is an interesting topic, but as a rule, do you see what the trick is? I understand now what you are saying, but the trick is that I have skinny coins, but there is no coin there, there is a coin there. Let's say a cue ball there, let's say Kefir, well, that's right. It is there. Well, let's say some kind of shield to another shield, there is no such thing.
Well, yes, that's also true.
So, by the way, here.
But there is no such rebalancing. Yes, I'm reading right now. There is no rebalancing of the full portfolio. This is completely different.
Look, I spent an interesting moment, maybe it will be interesting for you. I carefully read the chat, Telegram chat, and there were many posted with stages. I took about 5 of the stages and conducted statistics, which works best, let's say, according to these stages. And now we are watching bots on these stages and better. So to our shame, we have, as it were, now a net profit, a net percentage. We are looking with you here. Minus everything, that's exactly in percentage terms, in what order to sort them.
Oh, it's foam. If you scroll a little.
Yes, now, just a second.
It is better to scroll to the left exactly.
So, it won't turn to the left. Come on, this.
So, try it straight.
Yes. NL. Okay, so, and that he sorted me a little wrong for 1 second. I am from the 5th to the 8th of January. Okay. Pi NL pi, a little bit not now, I'm just 1 second, let's say. That's all I see it, and now we will find it with you. Let's go to the main one, and just find it in the filters. Why am I saying this? Right now, we are seeing the very bots that bring. Of all the bots listed in your chat, they brought the most profit. And this. I'm going to show you the settings right now. By the way, before I forget, another question. Sometimes, as you can see, I have this kind of error. When I launch, they ask me, I don't understand what it is to restart a transaction. Yes.
In general, when it stops with an error, if you click Restart the transaction, it picks up the orders that remained on the exchange. That is, if the bot stops with an error, then, accordingly, there are orders left on the exchange. And if you, let's say, well, by the way, that there was not enough balance, yes, you have replenished the balance on the exchange, and you click on Restart the transaction, then it will simply pick up orders that were already on the exchange, so that you do not have to delete them or do something with them, and only then launch a new one. If you click on Start a New Deal, it will not look at the orders that are on the exchange for this particular coin, but will simply open a new deal from scratch.
Will those old ones stay?
Yes. That is, if you do not manually remove them from the exchange, then they will remain.
That is, it is better, of course, to start a deal to clamp, as I understand it.
Depends on the error. That is, in this case, the orders were cancelled by a third party. It can mean different things. That is, first of all, the exchange cancels the orders itself. Either you have manually cancelled an order on the exchange, or it is liquidation. In other words, it can also be liquidation, because the exchange itself cancels these orders if it sees that the marches are not enough.
So, but
In this case of liquidation, of course, it is better to launch a new deal, because there are no orders anymore.
no, most likely I have. Well, I'm not talking specifically about this case, I don't remember, but I had a small balance, and I allocated for experiments, and here there is a kind of shortage in the balance. Then it's probably better to restart the transaction after all, if there was a shortage in the balance, that is.
Yes, well, it is advisable to look at the stock exchange first, if there are orders. And yes, if there are any, it's better to restart, and it will just pick up. If you launch a new deal, it will already wait for a signal from the indicators.
So, how many Zoom minutes do we have left there?
Oh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Let's get back to the important issue. Let's say Ada Genius. It's very important. He worked, and I want to remind you, on futures. On futures. We remember with you that I have a large depot, so we just share the same thing here. We just stupidly put it, and then I will clone it. And spot. And the bastard, he's going astray. I thought he wasn't knocked down.
No. If you specify a pair, then everything else will catch up. It is necessary to specify a pair and a deposit.
Yeah. So. Well, let's say. So.
Well, everything else is pulling up, see?
Yes, and everything else has tightened up. Everything else has tightened up. That is, I have a large deposit, I just open on. Well, for a normal depot, and then I don't need a future, do I understand correctly?
Yes, that's right.
Because,
And it will be the same.
yes, the only thing that confuses me is that what many people forget is how much more, well, on the Babbitt, the commission is between the feature and with sweat.
So there is more on the spot. Exact numbers. Well, it was twice somewhere, or 1.5. I can't say the exact numbers right now.